Lagos Talks
91.3.
News.
The Nigerian Governors Forum, the NGF, has said the claim by the federal government that states are responsible for the rise in poverty rate is baseless and far from the truth. The statement came in response to the comment by the Minister of State for Budget and National Planning, Clement Agba, who attributed the poverty rate in Nigeria to governors' misplaced priority, saying 72% of Nigeria's poor citizens reside in rural areas abandoned by the governors. But in its reaction, the Governors Forum, in a statement issued by its Director of Media and Public Affairs, Abdulrazak Bello Bakindo, said the failure of the federal government to provide security for the people while allowing banditry, kidnapping and terrorism to fester across the country resulted in multi-dimensional poverty. Bello Bakindo said the federal government's dereliction of duty and inability to secure lives and property is the main reason for high rates of poverty in states, noting that it is wrong for the federal government to abdicate itself from the raging poverty, as reports showed 130 million Nigerians are wallowing in abject poverty. The Defence Headquarters, GHQ, has accused Reuters, a British international news agency, of attempt to blackmail the Nigerian military through what it described as mercenary journalism. A statement issued by the Director of Defence Information, DDI, Major General Jimmy Akwa, debunked reports by Reuters that the military was involved in the abortion of pregnancies of wives of insurgents in the northeast. Major General Akwa said the news outlet wrote that it was working on a series of stories about purported actions of the Nigerian military during the government's 13-year war against Islamist insurgents in Nigeria's northeast, and the latest allegations smacked of wickedness in view of the military's role in the restoration of democracy in Liberia, Sierra Leone, among other peacekeeping operations across the globe without any such record. The Nigeria Railway Corporation, the NRC, says the increased cost of diesel and other logistics is going to be a significant determinant in the new price of train services in the country. Its managing director, Fidet Okiria, who stated this in an interview, however, said that the increase in price would be done with great consideration to the interest of Nigerians and other commuters at heart, as the service cannot be halted because of high diesel cost. Okiria therefore called on its passengers to make some sacrifices and collaborate with the corporation to ensure the continued provision of the service in the country. The Inspector General of Police, Usman Baba, has ordered the deployment of armed personnel for the commencement of railway services along Abuja-Kaduna route from Monday, December 5th, 2022. This was contained in a statement on Sunday by the Force Public Relations Officer, Muyiwa Adejobi. The Nigerian Railway Corporation, NRC, had suspended train service along the route after Boko Haram terrorists attacked a moving passenger train in Kaduna on March 28, 2022, killing some and abducting more than 60 passengers. The terrorists who attacked the train in Kaduna released hostages piecemeal, with the last release being on October 5, 2022. Barely 4 weeks after the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC area offices were set ablaze in Abeokuta, Ogun State, Ede in Osun State, and Iboko in Ebonyi State, the Commission has suffered another attack on its area office in Imo State. Its chairman, Information and Voter Education Committee, Festus Okoye, in a statement disclosed that its area office in Olu local government area undergoing renovation was vandalized and partially set ablaze. While no casualties were reported, Okoye said that 3 out of the 7 construction workers were abducted but later released. Director of Public Affairs and Chief Spokesperson for the All Progressives Congress Presidential Campaign Council, the APC-PCC, Festus Keyamo, has debunked the rumor that the party's presidential candidate, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, was denied a United States visa over drug allegations. In a tweet on Saturday night, Keyamo buttressed his argument by releasing an image of Tinubu's current American visa, validating that the presidential candidate is abroad. The APC-PCC he had also announced that Tinubu will leave the country on December 4 for the United Kingdom and also travel to the US and other European countries. According to the PPC, Tinubu will also speak at Chatham House, UK on December 5 to discuss his manifesto. The Nigerian university student Aminu Adamu Mohammed, who was reportedly arrested and detained after he allegedly defamed Nigeria's First Lady Aisha Buhari on Twitter, has apologized. Mohammed was released last Friday after authorities dropped the charges on compassionate grounds. The student had initially denied defaming the First Lady in a tweet which he suggested she had misused public money to her satisfaction during a court hearing. However, in a series of tweets and video messages over the weekend, the 24-year-old undergraduate apologized to Mrs. Buhari for the initial tweet, promising to change for the better, and thanked her for forgiving him. He did not give details, but also expressed his heartfelt gratitude to those who showed him support, saying his case should serve as a lesson to everyone. The Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu during the weekend officially flagged off his official campaign for the Lagos State governorship election, bidding for a second term of office. Speaking during the flag-off of his campaign tagged a Greater Lagos Arising, Governor Sanwo-Olu thanked the people for showing their commitment, love, solidarity and support, saying it would not be taken for granted as his government was committed to further achieving its theme's agenda. The governor said despite the challenges in the past 3 years, the state had come out stronger as his administration had embarked on various developmental projects in all sectors.
Now, to the slogan of our campaign, a Greater Lagos is rising. Why is it rising? Lagos is rising, given all of our modest achievements under our team's agenda. Is it on transportation and traffic management? You can see the completion of our rail projects. We have seen rail in Lagos for the first time in over 40-50 years. That will be an intra-city rail project. We have completed it. We are going to be handing it over to you.
Earlier, the Lagos State APC's chairman, Pastor Cornelius Ojelabi, appealed to Lagos residents to vote for Sanwo-Olu to enable him continue with the developmental projects he started in 2019, saying the party believes in his government. The second edition of a women empowerment program known as Fair and First World of Glamour exhibition at the weekend thrilled women in Lagos to lots of entertainment and shopping experience ahead of the Christmas celebration. The two-day exhibition, which held at Landmark Event Center, featured conferences, fashion shows, as well as panel discussions pertaining to women in furtherance of women emancipation from the low ebb of life to the stars they are made to be. Founder of Fair and First World of Glamour exhibition, Dima Graisi, in an interview said the maiden edition brought a lot of positive changes to women, hence the need for the second edition, and the third edition is expected in 2023.
There's a lot of beautiful message inside that about women. I am strong, I am fearless, I'm powerful, I'm beautiful, I'm capable, and this is what we want to achieve. We want to boost the confidence of a woman to achieve all her goals, all her dreams by giving this conference by expert to give the best tips and knowledge to women.
For more information about Fair and First Glamour and Exhibition, log on to www.fairandfirst.com. You're still listening to the World News. Away from Nigeria, South African President Cyril Ramaphosa has said his fate is in his party's hands in his first comment since an official report on a scandal over money stolen from his farm. The leaders of the governing African National Congress, ANC, are currently meeting in Johannesburg to discuss the findings of the report. Opponents have called for his resignation after a panel of legal experts concluded he may have broken the law. The scandal erupted in June when a former South African spy boss, Arthur Fraser, filed a complaint with police accusing the president of hiding a theft of $4 million in cash from his Falafala game farm in 2020. Ramaphosa admitted that money had been stolen, but said it was $580,000, not $4 million, and his spokesman Vincent Magwenya said the president was not resigning based on a flawed report, neither is he stepping aside. Iran's morality police, which is tasked with enforcing the country's Islamic dress code, is being disbanded. The country's Attorney General Mohammed Jafar Montazeri's comments, yet to be confirmed by other agencies, were made at an event on Sunday. Iran has seen months of protest over the death of a young woman, Mahsa Amini, in custody after being detained by the morality police for allegedly breaking strict rules on head coverings. If confirmed, the scrapping of the morality police would be a concession, but there are no guarantees it would be enough to halt the protest, which have seen demonstrators burn their head coverings. And now to business news. The National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, has warned Nigerians to be wary of a fraudulent website claiming to be National Startup Investment Fund program and calling for applications. According to the agency, the site claims that the purported program was being supervised by the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment in partnership with the African Development Bank, AFDB, and Bank of Industry, BOI. NITDA further points out that to prove its legitimacy, the site also put up the Nigeria Startup Act, which was recently signed by President Muhammadu Buhari, to paint the picture that the program is the startup fund that the act mandated to be set up by the government. NITDA, however, warned Nigerians not to divulge personal information on the website, insisting that the federal government has nothing to do with this program and the fund that the fraudulent site is claiming to represent has not been set up. Finally, to the exciting world of sports, the 2022 World Cup kicked off the round of 16 knockout stage with interesting results. The Netherlands fought hard against the United States to claim a 3-1 victory and move into the quarterfinals. Argentina followed after Lionel Messi produced a moment of magic on his 1,000th career appearance to help beat Australia 2-1. There was also another milestone achieved as Olivier Giroud became France's all-time leading men's goal scorer, helping the World Cup defending champions to ease past Poland 3-1. And England were too good for Senegal as Gareth Southgate's men earned a 3-0 win to set up an interesting quarter-final tie against France. Today's fixtures sees Japan play Croatia and Brazil tackle South Korea. Raheem Sterling is leaving the England World Cup squad in Qatar to return to London after armed intruders broke into his home while his family were in. Sterling is the second player to leave the England squad after Arsenal defender Ben White, who returned to the UK on the 30th of November for personal reasons. Manager Gareth Southgate confirmed the news after Sunday's 3-0 last 16 win against Senegal. It is understood the incident happened on Saturday night. Sterling has 3 young children.
Lagos Talks
91.3.